Hey friends, it's Megan Elizabeth from ByMeganElizabeth.com, founder and creator of the She Makes Club. And I am trying something new for the first time today. And I thought I would share a couple things in the process to one, have fun checking in, to have some fun unboxing some things, to talk about my new best friend, and several other things that I thought would be fun. Talk about Amazon Prime Day. Did you get any deals? Did you snag anything? Because I'll tell you what, I snagged up some goods I'm pretty excited about, and I would love to hear what you got happening. I just hope that this is working because I know how things are, and that just seems to be sometimes a little bit of a struggle sometimes, but we'll be okay. All right, I think we're good. So as you're joining, comment, like, share, do all the good things. It always helps. We're doing live on Instagram at the same time as doing live on Facebook. So my eyes are kind of bouncing everywhere at all the screens to see because I've never done it like this before. So bear with me. Hi guys, thanks for joining. Okay, I see people jumping on. So I am going with we are good and this is working. So that's awesome. So a couple things. I did a post last week, I think, or maybe it was earlier this week. I don't even know when it was. Several days in, and I said about doing the ketone drink challenge that my friend Rhonda, so I'll back up. A couple weeks ago, my daughter Jenna, her best friend Emma from out in Wisconsin, they met when they were 4. They haven't seen each other since we moved back from Wisconsin to Pennsylvania, so about 6 years. And Rhonda and I set up to surprise Genevieve with Emma visiting for a whole week and a vacation and some time together. And it went awesome. So that's where I'll kind of start the story. Rhonda and I have been friends. We knew each other from the kids' school, and she knew, and she's, we're friends on Facebook, so she knew some of the stories and the struggles and the different things. Hi, Justin. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. So she knew some of the struggles and some of the things that I've been facing. And when she was here, I was just saying, like, I'm just so tired. I can't fall asleep at night. I'm struggling so much with getting my health back in balance. Like, I've tried everything. I've done all these different plans. I've done, I worked with this person and that person. It's just, it's been a thing. And she had been posting her journey about drinking ketones. And I at first I was like, no, like, I'm not interested. Like, I don't want to do the keto diet. Like, I don't want to go there. Like, I don't personally, this is me personally. I know there's a ton of research and everybody has a different opinion. I'm giving my opinion. And again, not a doctor, not an expert, just going by my own little bit of research and my own story and results. So I was like, no, at first I was like, no, like, I'm not really interested. I didn't really watch a whole lot of her videos about it because I was like, I'm not doing the keto diet. Like, that's just, I don't think that's going to be healthy for me, or my best option. So when I found out the situation more about what the Prove It ketones, drinking ketones was all about, it really changed my mind. And I was like, I'm going to give the 10 days a try. There's a 10-day challenge. You have a drink in the morning, then you eat a low carb lunch, then you have a non-caffeinated drink in the afternoon, and then you have like another low carb dinner if you're hungry or whatever. And you do it for 10 days. I just finished my 10 days and I lost more than 8 pounds, like very, very quickly, and not unhealthily. I still ate my fruits and vegetables, which on a keto diet, like a keto specific diet, you're only supposed, like, you can eat a pound of bacon and that's totally fine, but don't you dare touch that banana. Like, I think that's like a little bit crazy. Like, God made the bananas. So like, let's just like that's just how I personally feel about it. So I was like, I didn't really want to do this. So when I started looking into the ketone drink and the technology, what they have offered, what they've patented, this bioavailable ketone salt that I've actually been testing my own pee, TMI, but I got Dr. P strips that test your ketones and your alkalinity and your glucose and all these different things. And I'm like shocked that after just a few days, I literally, my Fitbit will tell you, my head hits the pillow and I'm going into a deep sleep. I've never, I can't even tell you. Like, usually I lay there for an hour plus and toss and turn. Now, I will say I've had some intense dreams recently, and I've had more REM sleep than I've ever had before. But I'm going to sleep very quickly. I lost some weight. I've been staying and maintaining in a low level ketosis state. Now, obviously, this isn't for everybody, so you have to do a little bit of your own research. But if you want more information or you need somebody that's a little bit more of an expert, I can point you in a direction and help you out. This is a multi-patented system. It's really like meant to help with brain fog, give you more energy. Yes, weight loss is a side benefit, but there's so many benefits to your body using fat as fuel versus using sugar or glucose as fuel. And this little amazing drink system helps you do that. And it's also helped a ton with my cravings. Usually by 2 or 3, I can go all day without eating, but by 2, 3 o'clock, I'm like, give me carbs. I need like, I'm getting shaky. I need sugar. I need another coffee. I need like all these things to kind of keep going. In these 10 days, I haven't had that at all, which is pretty amazing for me. In the 10-day pack, you get a variety of samples of flavors. This one happens to be the Maui Punch, which actually is my favorite flavor. And you get 2 charged of each flavor and 2 caffeine-free of each flavor. So again, morning and night for the 10 days. And then after the 10 days, you can do a reboot, and then they suggest just drinking 1 a day going forward after the 10 days. So I've seen amazing results so far. I know Rhonda and Eric and a bunch of other friends of ours have all really, really enjoyed it. I did not become a distributor. I do have a link that can help me earn free boxes of the product, but I'm not a promoter. But I did want to share it because I've been sharing, I tried Isogenics and I did lose weight. I lost weight on Isogenics and it was great. But then I ended up with kidney stones and high potassium, which I found out from my doctor that treated me for the high potassium and the kidney stones, that unfortunately that can happen for some people when they go on diets and things like that. And the other thing that, I did it because I wanted convenience. I tried Nutrisystem because I wanted convenience. I tried, all these prepackaged foods and systems to try to help me lose weight, to try to help me get my levels in order and all those things. And I mean, I've tried a lot since my sister had passed away, because that's really when I started having the health problems. And I'm releasing and working through so much of that. Like, it's just a process and it's part of my journey, and I'm accepting it, but I'm also being open and sharing it. I gained quite a bit of weight, literally within months after she passed away. So it's just been a struggle for me to get back. And it's not just been a matter of working out. It's a whole body approach of what's going on in my soul, my mind, my spirit, what's going on externally and internally, and then having your diet and things match that. And what I was really impressed by the Prove It system was that they really did send you an entire kind of like mind matters type of like workbook kind of thing. And they really focus in on getting the right amount of sleep, making sure you're getting the right water intake, a very holistic, whole balanced approach. Not just pop a pill and lose some weight. But I've never found anything this easy where I'm taking a drink supplement that I like and I enjoy, and it's helping me a lot in these different areas so far. Again, I'm only 10 days in. I did the 10-day challenge. I wanted to wait till I did the whole 10 days. Allie, thank you. I love to share my journey. And I can't wait. I'm going to be live with Allie on Friday, you guys. So tune into QVC2 on Friday. She will be there, and we will be chatting it up with some home organization solutions, because that's what we love to do. Anyway, this has just been my journey and my experience. So it's been really helpful. Again, I don't make any money promoting this. I can earn free boxes if you use my referral link, but I'm not even worried about that. If you're looking for something that maybe could try to help you in a relatively quick, short period of time, and just kind of feel stuck, and you're struggling with glucose levels, or you're struggling with stubborn, we just paused. If you're struggling with some like stubborn belly fat and different things like that, and that's what I feel. I was literally in the grocery store the other day, and this was horrifying. I'm not even gonna lie. It literally just happened last week, 2 weeks ago. It just happened not that long ago. And I was in line, and the cashier looked at me and she goes, "When are you due?" Like, all glowing. And I was like, I'm not. And if you know and you've been following, I've had people ask me on my YouTube channel multiple times, when are you expecting? I'm not. I had a hysterectomy 2 years ago. It's not happening. I'm not. It's closed. It's completely closed. And the woman was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." She felt horrible, which, it's fine. Like, I get it. It happens. But it's also really embarrassing when you're like, I'm not pregnant. She's like, but you're so skinny everywhere else. I just thought like your belly was, it had to be a baby because you're so skinny everywhere else. And I'm like, I don't know if that makes me feel a whole lot better or not, but thank you. But anyway, a lot of that just, it comes from stress. I have the Cushing's disease, the high cortisol levels. This is helping to balance some of that out. Bring the acidity down in my body. High acidity, drinking coffee, drinking teas, that can raise your acidity level in your blood, in your urine. And if you can balance that to a more alkaline state, which this has helped me do personally, I don't know how, but it has, it can really help with a lot of different things. So I just encourage you to do some of your own research. Maybe you found something new. My friend Caitlin said the same thing. She's like, I've struggled so much for so long, and Prove It was the only thing that helped me get to where I want it to be and keep it off. So, it might not be, the miracle thing for everyone. I know, ketoacidosis is like a really dangerous thing for people that have diabetes. So it's not necessarily for people like that. So again, I don't know your medical situation. I am not a doctor, not claiming to be, not an expert in this, but this is my journey and I've loved it. So I have to share it because that's who I am. So, again, you get a caffeinated one, charge for the morning, and then a non-caffeinated one for the afternoon for 10 days. And then you just drink one a day after that. So it's pretty cool. And they have a whole reboot system too, where you kind of do like a certain amount of time as like a cleanse fasting kind of thing, which is really healthy for your body if you do it the right way. So yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, that's all about that. So I just wanted to share that. There's a link in the description and I'll leave links in the bio too. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to share, a little bit of Amazon Prime deals. I went a little, oh no, I didn't bring it. Grady, can you help Mom? Yeah, come here. So Grady's going to help me because I left something over there that I wanted to show you. Can you grab those rolls of vinyl on the floor right there? Right behind that box. They're white boxes. I kind of went crazy at Amazon Prime. I'm not going to lie. They're right on the floor there, buddy. With getting some really cool things because, whatever. So I decided to try these replacement blades for, honey, those white boxes right there. Yep, that's it. I tried to get these blades before and I just didn't, but they were so cheap for Prime Day. 50 blades, replacement blades for your Cricut, and I got them for $5. So I thought that was pretty phenomenal. They have deep cut and regular cut, and I thought I would give them a try to see how well these particular ones work versus just buying the Cricut ones, which I know if you don't use the Cricut ones, it can technically void your Cricut warranty, so be careful with that if you're worried. I also got a ton of vinyl. Love Cricut vinyl. HTV Cricut is, like, honestly some of my favorite stuff. But this was such a good price, I couldn't pass it up. And I use so much black and white HTV. It's ridiculous. And I do spend a lot of money on it. So these HTV rolls are 12 inches by 35 feet. Not 35 inches, 35 feet. So I got black and white. Excited to try it and test it out and see how well it cuts and weeds and all of that jazz. But these were $9 on Prime Day. Usually 2 12 by 12 sheets or 12 by 24 sheets are $12. So I feel like I got a really good deal on Prime Day with these guys. Not a brand that I know or recognize, not gonna lie, but they had some pretty good reviews. So I got them. So if you've tried these before, let me know your thoughts in the comments and how they've worked for you and if you've had to do any special cutting or settings or anything like that. Another thing I got that I wish so bad I would have gotten this before I did my entire 2020, 2021, no, what am I saying? We're way done 2020. My 2021, 2022, which sounds so weird to say, Flora Planner. I decided to use all stamps in here instead of stickers for my daily threes. So what I did was I had, where did I put them? I had a couple sets of stamps. I don't know what to do with them. I had a couple sets of stamps that I used to stamp in every single day or every order. I have some stickers too, but I did my daily threes. So every day in my Erin Conjured, which by the way, you can still get this on QVC or you can visit bit.ly/sheplans. Every day for my daily threes, I write 3 things I'm thankful for, 3 action items I'm committed to doing that day, and 3 big dreams or goals that I have that I'm affirming every day. And then I also track different numbers, like my Close to My Heart, my She Makes Club, my YouTube, all of that stuff. All of my numbers get tracked there at the bottom. And then I also redid some of my dashboard situation too. So I was using stamps for this, and I was using alphabet stamps and kind of putting everything together. It worked out. It was fine. It was great. But I was like, you know, there really has to be like a different way to do it. And I literally looked into designing my own rotary type stamp set or stamp contraption thing. This. A rotary stamp. Rolling stamp. It depends on how you look at it. And I couldn't really justify spending $150 just to make one custom one for myself. So it's something in the back of my head because I know what I want it to be, but I just haven't quite got there yet. Well, of course, you know, we love Mark Zuckerberg and we love Jeff Bezos because they come along and, you know, they listen to our every thought or every somehow, you know, they're omnipotent and they can read our thoughts and minds, and listen to all of our conversations, which isn't scary at all. This showed up in my inbox saying, you might be interested in this. Okay. Yeah, I am interested in it. I wish you would have sent it to me a week ago, Jeff Bezos, when I was setting up my Erin Condren planner. So it's 16 characters. It's the entire alphabet, A through Z. You can do multiple words. There's blank spacing. I'm pretty excited to try it out. It was $12 on Amazon. So I will be sharing more with this really soon too. But, you know, I'm not hating on Jeff and Mark. I mean, they're doing some pretty amazing things in the realm of changing our technology and the way we interact and live in this world. Some for good, some for bad, I guess. Depends on how you look at it. But, you know, it would have been nice. It would have been nice if they were on my thought process a little bit earlier than me doing all of that work that I did. Anyway, okay, so one other thing I wanted to share that I'm just throwing my stuff. I got some new close to my heart goodies that I wanted to unbox with y'all. So one, I did get the Evergreen stamp pad. I felt like that was really, 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 really needed in my life. The Evergreen has been missing. The green colors that I have are sage, emerald, and mint. And they're pretty light, so I just felt like I needed that deep green in my life. Like really badly. So I grabbed that. I grabbed 2 sets, because these are perfect for my Erin Condren planner. 2 sets of these gold arrow paper clips. So these are going in my my daily planner and in my and in my notebook. So a couple things are happening. I'll go back to this in a second. Let's not forget that. We'll go back to that, and I'll tell you more. I did get a bunch of cardstock because there was awesome, phenomenal clearance prices on some of this cardstock. So I got the color lemon. I got the party time coordinating cardstock. I got thistle, and thistle is because of being the price that it was when I got it. It was it's a retiring color, I think. Thistle's not going to be around much longer, I do believe. And then I also got this mix-in coordinating. So this actually goes with, I forget which mix-in this goes with, but I do know it is a cardstock that helps you color coordinate with one of the packs. And I should know what it is, but it doesn't say on there. So I'll just show you because it's pretty. It should be, I don't even know. I can't even pretend to know. The other really cool thing about the Close to My Heart cardstock, if you didn't know, is the dual-sidedness. So let's just kind of take a look here at this color green. And if I fold it over, do you see how it is a coordinating green, but it's a little bit darker? I love that they do that. It really helps you create depth and dimension with your Cricut die cuts, and allows you to have a lot of fun using the same color palette color scheme, but giving you that added pop of dimension and color. That is not a shadow. Those are actually lighter and darker shades of green. Isn't that cool? I think it's so cool that they do that. Anyway, my favorite from that standpoint. It's not always the best, cleanest cut in the Cricut. I'll be honest. It's not always like the butter-like smoothness. but it's not awful. Like, you can get a pretty clean cut with your Cricut, especially if you have a Cricut Maker, because let's just face it, it cuts so accurately now. Some of that updated technology there is just phenomenal. Okay, one last thing I'm going to chat about before I let you all go today. Well, I could chat for hours, but whatever. I've been actually wanting to talk about this for quite some time, and I haven't yet, so we're just going to have a little chit chat about something that I started and have taken the dive back into, and I've decided to go back to school. And, one more thing on my plate, why not? I mean, yeah, Megan, you're a QVC guest host, and yeah, Megan, you have 3 kids that you homeschool, and you have a bonus son that's here all the time, and you have a husband that's out of work right now because of his accident, and you have a mom with Parkinson's who you take care of 3 days a week, and you also have your membership club, and you also have Close to My Heart as a business, and you're still trying to self-care and get your own health under control. You need one more thing on your plate, right? I'm Megan Elizabeth. What can I say? I really, really, really have been passionate about, obviously, using scrapbooking, using journaling, using storytelling as a therapy, as a way to process life, as a way to tell your story. She Makes Club. I mean, the entire purpose of She Makes Club is really to document and tell the memories and tell the stories of where you've come from, whether it's like way back in your family past or your own life past. Process things that you've been through and that you've come from, celebrate enjoyable memories and moments, and really make and create a future that you love with intention. And to me, that's what scrapbooking has been all about from the very beginning. Above Ruby Studios started because of my own journey through postpartum depression and miscarriages and loss and bed rest. And I realized, even when I wanted to kind of walk away from the crafting world for a while, that it was still such a huge part of me processing my divorce and the birth of Graydon and even dating and moving and all kinds of different things. So I have been utilizing that in She Makes Club for quite some time. We just love to make things, make pretty things, enjoy creating and tell our stories. But to me, it's so much more. So I've gone back to school to get certified in therapeutic art counseling, and I love it. I am getting certified in several different layers of counseling, and I'm not like going to be a licensed therapist, but it'll be certified from the standpoint of just understanding certain parts of counseling and psychology and how to recognize when a person does need more help beyond just a little bit of coaching. And they're all things that I've done for a long time. But to have finally found something that really feels like home to me from the standpoint of they're teaching me how to teach and how to utilize the things that I've kind of done naturally over the years in a much more structured way. So that translates into what I'm able to take She Makes Club to a whole other level with. So it's a transformational therapeutic art counseling certification. And again, I'm just absolutely loving it. And it's all, right now we're in the middle of life stories and how we create different life stories and the different ways we have, cognitive behavioral therapy and how it works in our life and all of those different things. So I'm just beyond thrilled, first of all, that Nate is so supportive and helpful for me to be able to get in my class time hours, that he is there, because it's pretty hour intensive. I can do it at my own pace, but I have to make sure I get certain things in and done by certain deadlines. But I'm just I love it. And I originally, depending on how long you've known me or been following here, either as Megan Elizabeth or She Makes Club, when I was a little girl, my whole entire goal and dream for Above Ruby Studio was actually to have a hair salon. And literally, since I was a little girl, I wanted Above Ruby Studio to be a hair salon. I wanted to be able to help women feel good and look good inside and out. Because to me, at the time, I always loved going to the hairdresser, and I always recognized and knew that, women go to the hairdresser and they kind of share their life story. It can be either really a gossip place or it can be an uplifting place, depending on how you look at it. And I knew I wanted to be a hairdresser early on. I actually went to beauty school when I was 16 years old. I still have my cosmetology license. But through life shifts and changes and health struggles back then, I was having multiple seizures in a day. I wasn't able to continue doing hair. And then I started having kids, and I really decided like what going back into the hair salon wasn't quite for me. But Above Ruby Studio was still born out of God's grace and goodness. And we started a crafting blog, and I started teaching people how to use the Cricut. And I started seeing that we were reaching a lot more people than I was a person at a time in the salon chair. Um, and what an amazing opportunity to reach over 100,000 people with a DVD teaching you how to use the Cricut, and starting something like She Makes Club, and now having the opportunity to even get to present and that honor of presenting things that I love in 100 million homes on QVC. I mean, how crazy is that? So I just really have felt strongly, even from that background, from a young age, I started taking courses in counseling and therapy. I took Jay Adams' basics to being a Christian counselor when I was 16, 17 years old, had continued to build on it. As most of you know, I've done Tony Robbins' program. And just some of that stuff that I have loved really hasn't always sat 100% well with me from the standpoint of what the world of self-help gurus has necessarily become. Some people that I've really loved and admired, I'm not all in and behind. Not all, but some people. And some of the toxic positivity, because there are so many times, and I've said this before, where, in my own life, I'll go to a course, or I'll go to a class, or I'll go to a seminar, and I'll be like, okay, that's great. They pump you up and you get this like flow, and you're getting in this like positive, awesome state, and you're trying to take action, but then you're also like, but how do I actually do this? But how, when I have this situation or this underlying belief system or this happening in my life, how do I do that? And it's taken a lot of time to figure out how to do some of those things. And I've always wanted Above Ruby Studio, She Makes Club, to be more than just let's put pretty stickers on paper. Putting pretty stickers on paper is super therapeutic and awesome. I love that. It's so fun to be able to do. But my heart of hearts has always been, okay, but how can we really impact our lives by doing that? How can we really make a future that we want to enjoy? We love making beautiful things. We love making pretty things of art. We love, using different mediums and fabrics to tell stories and to have a sense of pride and to look and say, look what I made. But how often do we do that with our own lives? And I think it's just really important. So anyway, that was kind of a long little bit of a sidetrack ramble. I wasn't really planning on going quite that far with the whole thing, but it just feels right. So anyway, I decided to do that. So I have my notebook. This is my Erin Condren Be Brave, and I put my married name on it, not just Megan Elizabeth, because I think it's really important. I go by Megan Elizabeth, and I've been going by Megan Elizabeth now for, oh my goodness, I think we figured out more than 10 years. My product line was by Megan Elizabeth, and it's what I go by on QVC and everything else. But since getting married, I haven't used Hebner a whole lot, and I'm glad to use it. So anyway, this is my Be Brave. This is one of their watercolor covers from Erin Condren, and this is just one of the basic line notebooks. There's so many different notebooks that are available, but I've been using this notebook for this particular class study, class notes, all of those fun things. And so I really needed some clips to mark out certain chapters and certain things. So that's why I got these. That was a really long story to tell you why I bought simple gold arrow paper clips. But they're freaking cute, and they were part of the flash sale with close to my heart, so I got them. Plus, I thought they would be really beautiful in my Flora Life Planner and my Layers Life Planner. So I got 2 packs of them, and I honestly would have bought every pack that they had if that wouldn't have made my husband go, "What are you doing?" Even though he still goes, "What are you doing?" on almost a daily basis. Anybody else? Just me? Whatever. Anyway, again, long story to basically say I got the clips, but I'm really excited. I'm 35 hours in, and I have the first, here, I'll show you my first of the certificates has come in. This one was completed on June 11th. So I've been talking about this for quite some time, but I'm going all in. There's a whole certification portion on leading groups and how to more effectively lead a group versus a one-on-one situation. And I think I always feel more comfortable. Well, I love doing groups. I love doing these lives and this kind of thing, but I always feel like I'm never sure how to take some of the stuff that I know and can do and have worked with for myself one-on-one or with others for one-on-one. And I've been working one-on-one with clients for the last 7 years. To help with like business coaching and just some basic life coaching stuff that has really helped me and helped different ones figure out the but hows in their lives and how to dream big again and how not to just have toxic positivity and like go out there and be like, let's plant all these flowers and pretend there are no weeds, but like actually get to the root of the things that are messy and quite frankly unpretty in our lives and see the beauty and make beautiful things out of it. So that's been the goal and the whole thought process and plan. So anyway, I've been rambling for way long enough. I was just going to get on and do a quick 10-minute video, and here we are 31 minutes in of me talking about ketones and certifications and unboxing close to my heart stuff. And I have so much more coming. There's more Erin Condren coming. I got different, they have BOGO on the covers. And because the flora pattern this year has different flora covers, I got different flora covers that say different things like be strong and be brave and all those different like encouraging affirmation type things in the different colors, in the different petals, so that I can change it out throughout the year versus just having my layers the entire year. I'm pretty excited about it, and it'll match. And then I can put it on notebooks, and then I can have a notebook and a planner that coordinates and goes together. And, you know, we went a little crazy with the layers this last year, and I have the layers blanket and I have the layers strap. Well, Flora might be a little bit of the same thing because I got the Flora strap and a couple other Flora things as well that I think are just really pretty and beautiful. And I hope you really enjoy the moments. And thanks for spending some time with me this afternoon and listening to a little bit more of my story and my journey and where we've come from and where we're going. And I hope that you continue to be a part of it. And I can't wait to see you soon. We'll have a busy week on QVC. You can check out QVC2. Like I said, I'll be on with Allie and Dan on Friday afternoon, Friday evening. We're going to have some great time together talking about home solutions and organization. So I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the moments.